How's it? Sun's absolutely blazing this morning, and we're back for another year, 2025. We are coming towards the end of main share now. Been an unreal season, real good season. Hadn't had much rain, so we pretty well had work every day. Managed to share my first 500 on lambs. Yeah, so that was unreal. I didn't think I was sort of up to that level, and then once I did it, it was sort of like, sort of gave me a whole heap more confidence. So sort of, the old tallies jumped up a bit from day to day, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that was pretty mean, made a heap of money, which is nice. And yeah, just back home now. Still got to share dad's lambs and do a bit of fencing. But other than that, we're gonna do a bit of hunting and get some dogs together and get some dogs going. Hopefully this winter. Jimmy's going good, so he'll be back in action. I'll be running him as my main this year, because if you guys don't know, my main man Stan passed away. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame really, but he got killed by a boar. But yeah, and got another pup, and then I got this other white dog that I'll be taking with me down South Island, which will be Stella. So yeah, we'll be hunting her as well. So we'll have a bit of a young team this year, so there'll be a lot of work to do, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, this is another season, so yeah, pretty excited for this one. Actually can't wait really. That there is a wild cat that just come and ate the pet food's cat. The pet cat's food, and now it's become friendly, so it's like our pet cat now. Hard case, eh? Doesn't happen every day. Watching this fella on YouTube this morning, and you guys probably all know him, his name's Tasman, that fella that does a lot of solo missions by himself. And he carried 86 kilos for like 7 or 8 Ks. That's out the gate, eh? That's like carrying a man out for 7 or 8 Ks in like a steep high country. That's out the gate. That's what that is. Such a scorching hot day. I'm looking for a venison. The freezer is empty. So I'm doing a bit of bush talking this afternoon. This morning I should say, because it's not the afternoon yet. But I'm going to go check out some wallows and see if there's anything that's been used. Yeah. There's a few different styles of bush talking. I like to do quite a few different ones depending on how I feel. I personally don't enjoy bush stalking overly much. I mean, it's still hunting, so it's still fun, but you can get overly bored sometimes. It's actually really scary sometimes. You just don't know when they're going to pop out. Sometimes you can stalk them and see them first, which is all good, but most of the time they just give you a hell of a fright and just bounce at us nowhere. It's really scary. Could have just smoked a spiker. Spotted him about 80 metres off, not even that, probably 40, 50 metres, 60 metres away. He's just standing there looking at me, and I was sort of thinking like, should I take it, should I not? And then I thought, nah, I'm too lazy, it's too big a carry. sometimes when you're bush stalking, it's real like smart to stop, take a bit of a breather, and then sort of scan the bush edge, and then just sort of walk another 20 metres and do the same thing. It's a real slow progress. You've got to have a heap of patience for it. I don't have the most patience for it because I'm sort of used to piggening, where you're sort of just going hard out and walking hard all the time. And you sort of just want to just bush bash your way through the bush. With the deer stalkers, you sort of just got to really take it slow if you want to see stuff more often. I mean, you bump into them when you're pig hunting and that, but you don't. They'll see you usually way before you see them, so they're on the move well before you even get to see them. You just hear them. When you're deer stalking, like it's flipping. Like just back there, I was back then when I was just sneaking up, and then boom, I just spotted the spiker. I sort of walk across, and then he didn't see me, and I could sort of I got the scope on him, and then he turned around and saw me, and sort of was watching me for ages, and then he bolted. But if I was bush bashing, I wouldn't have even seen him. Like, you got to be real quiet, and yeah, you've always just got to be scanning. It's a bit scary sometimes because you're sort of scanning this much, you're just waiting to just bump into something, and you're constantly getting frights. Like a bird jumps out of the sky, or it flipping jumps out of a tree somewhere, and it just gives you a massive fright. So you're constantly getting frights, so you just got to get used to getting frights. Yeah. I don't know, it is good fun to do from time to time, just sort of, if there's nothing else to do for the afternoon, go for a bit of a wander and see what you can see. Every time I come into this bush block, I always see deer, bump into a deer or shoot a deer. Could have easily shot that spiker, but didn't want to because I wasn't having that sort of, I didn't really have that powerful, strong mindset, like, oh, if I shoot it, I got to carry it out. So I didn't shoot it, that's why, because I was a bit lazy. But anyway, so check that out for a bit of bush, eh? Doesn't come much nicer than that in some of these places. Like, this could be a little campground. You can almost play a game of touch right here. Set up a tent there and flipping logs there, a bit of a fire there. Pretty mean spot, eh? I think I'll mark this on the map. Alright, so I'm just going to go for a bit of a quick dip. Hopefully I don't get bitten by an eel because I hate eels. But I'll be screaming if I do. Woo! That's cold. That is really, really cold. Oh. Bit of a New Zealand wash. That's how we do it here in New Zealand. We just jump in the river for a bit of a wash. Too Mickey. Flippin' beautiful summer's day, man, unreal. The water's perfect temperature too. Didn't really want to stay in there too long because I'm actually that petrified of eels. Didn't want to get bitten. But yeah, anyway, I go home for some lunch.